Yo, what up, Who Dat Nation? It's your boy, Buddy Yoda, back at it again with another video. Sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded. It's crazy things going on in life. School and work have been a pain, but I'm going to be breaking down who I think is going to be in the main starting positions for the New Orleans Saints on both offense and defense for this upcoming season. So to start out with, I do believe that Jameis Winston is going to win the starting quarterback job over Taysom Hill. Nothing against Taysom Hill. I love some good Taysom Hill play, but I think Jameis Winston gives the offense and Sean Payton the best chance to win. I believe if Sean Payton can limit Jameis's turnovers to around 11 or 12, basically, and he can put up similar stats he did when he threw over 5,000 yards back in 2019, I believe we could really have something in Jameis there. Taysom still going to be doing Taysom things, being the gadget that he is in all different places. So, yeah. Alvin Kamara obviously is going to be RB1, and I think if Jameis struggles somewhat, I think we are going to lean a little bit more on our running back in Alvin Kamara. Definitely see basically just AK doing what AK does, you know. Michael Thomas, wide receiver 1, looking forward to him being back and hopefully healthy this time. I know he had a bit of a down year last season, but that was mainly due to injury that he suffered in week 1, and he just never recovered throughout the entire season. But yeah, if people keep slandering his name, man, look at his first years in his career. Before last year, it was always over 1,000 yards, high production guy. So yeah, look for him to come back and maybe look for him to even expand his role. As Jameis Winston, he's going to be throwing it down the field. So people saying, "Oh, Michael Thomas is only a slant boy." No offense, I love Drew Brees. Heck, I got his jersey on right now. His arm strength wasn't what it was. He couldn't throw far enough. All he could throw were short and intermediate routes. Jameis, he has a cannon for an arm. I believe he can really take Michael Thomas's game to the next level. Wide receiver 2, I know it's slated like people saying, "Oh, when's Traquan going to break out?" I think Deontay Harris is going to take a huge step up personally. I think it's mainly actually going to be between him and Marquez Callaway for that second position. Not saying I think Traquan Smith is going to be our third guy. He's going to be on the field at like all time, but I don't see him having as good like of a season maybe as Marquez Callaway or Deontay Harris would personally. I think Deontay Harris is going to be a great like burner in the passing game, especially with Jameis now. Like I said before, we can really, uncork it deep. Our tight end 1, Adam Troutman, I've been high on this guy ever since we drafted him. I loved him coming out. He was my tight end 1 coming out of the 2020 NFL draft, and we got him in the 3rd round. I was so happy. I love everything about his game. I think he can really like push himself to that echelon this year. I think depending on how he performs, if he's learned the position better, I look at him to be a top 15 tight end this year. It's my little bit of my hot take. Starting tackles, returning basically our same offensive line. Teron Armstead, Andrews Pete. I know Saints fans, we don't like him, but he's serviceable, so we deal with him. Eric McCoy and Cesar Ruiz. I would still look at maybe Cesar Ruiz going to center and McCoy pushing out to guard. I know we already have Eric McCoy's amazing at that, but maybe you want to try to mask it. But my thing is, if you have a great player at a position, just keep him there regardless of if another guy's struggling some. Why would you want 2 like mediocre guys instead of 1 elite guy and maybe 1 guy you could maybe look to replace later and not try to get him out of his element? And, of course, Ryan Ramczyk, who's just amazing at what we got. So even though we're set to have a 4-3 defense this year, I still think we play predominantly nickel this year mainly. Nickel being basically like 5 cornerbacks on the field or like 5 secondary players with only 2 linebackers. And I think we stick with that. Up front, you got your same guys, Cameron Jordan. Marcus Davenport needs to step up this year. You can maybe see Peyton Turner taking a role from Marcus Davenport if he can't keep it consistent and give us any production. But for defensive tackles, we got Malcolm Roach and David Onyemata. I think they'll be great for us. We got good depth in rotation. For our linebacking core, I'm only going to mention mainly 2 guys, but I will mention in case we do see it good. Demario Davis, obviously, he's going to either play will or middle linebacker. That's just been his bread and butter. Great guy, great player. Pete Warner, I think, is going to be our linebacker 2 in this system. Zach Bond, I like, but I'm not sure exactly how he'll fit into the scheme exactly. We may bring him on as like a second or third down linebacker mainly to switch to to get some pressure on the quarterback, but I'm not really sure what we need to do with him. I have faith in him that he'll improve, but I just don't know where the organization goes with him right now. For cornerbacks, we got Marshawn Lattimore. Paulson Debo is probably going to be cornerback 2 right away, so those are going to probably be our 2 cornerbacks. We're probably C.J. Gardner-Johnson's definitely going to be on the field constantly. Dude just gets into people's heads, even his own teammates' heads. But he got punched, I think, like 2 or 3 times this past season. So yeah, it's been interesting. And at safeties, we got Malcolm Jenkins and Marcus Williams, 2 great guys. I think Marcus Williams I really like as well as Malcolm Jenkins. He's getting a little bit up there in age, but still been pretty good. He took a little bit of time to get into our system, but in the second half of the season really came on. And main kicker going to be for field goals going to be Will Lutz, and is probably as well as kickoff Will Lutz. Our punter this year is probably going to be Blake Gilligan, but maybe Sean Payton brings somebody else in to compete mainly. But yeah. Shoot. Sorry, phone fell. Sorry about that. But punt returners look Deontay Harris to be in his prime role returning then, and Marcus Callaway to be his backup in case something happens. So yeah, that's my breakdown of what I think the starting offense and defense for the New Orleans Saints will be. I hope to be a little bit more consistent in uploading. Sorry about that. Plan to start maybe looking at some film next and try to start breaking that down some for certain guys on the Saints. So, all right, everybody take care and peace.